Welcome to Ross-Age Stadium, home to the Purdue Boilermakers here in West Lafayette, Indiana, and they have been ready to go boiler up since early this morning. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Purdue Boilermakers. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Commodores ready to get this thing started and open the season. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looking for a productive play on first down. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got a lot of running room. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And you see so many of these plays now in today's football. Wide receiver coming in motion, and the quarterback catches it, just flips it forward. That's a completed pass. You see the big plays where it just lets him get on the edge really, really quickly. And if he drops the football coming in motion, it's just an incomplete pass. These plays are getting big plays with really no risk.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Coaches preach all week about physicality, physicality. That is how you do it. That is how you put it on tape. That's how you show everybody in the locker room, everybody on the field. This is how our defense is going to be. Do not run the football because we will knock you senseless.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
The Boilermakers are moving quickly down the field. Going up top on first down. It's complete. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
The Boilermakers will snap it on 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. After the pickup of 9. Second and 1. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
A first down run in the red zone. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Running back goes in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Touchdown, Purdue! They grab the early lead. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They're just about ready to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Bunch formation trying to confuse the secondary. They'll run it from the gun. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game 1, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this guy.
Working that left side now. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Commodores will hustle to the line. Trying to find his man on first down. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front 7 and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Got his man quickly. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to...
And he's got it inside the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
I bet this coaching staff is jacked up to get this offense firing so fast early in the season, on point. A lot of times it takes time to build the rhythm. It takes time to get it rolling. This offense starting the season off with a bang.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the offense onto the field again. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains, to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Feeling some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Coming after it. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's 4th and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, he was licking his chops. As soon as he saw blitz, he knew some guy was trying to cover him man-to-man. Ain't going to happen. With his skill set, he's one of the best in the country, and that is just way too easy.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15.
Purdue, 14. Vanderbilt, 0.
A new set of downs after the completion. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
The closer you get to the end zone, the more you start to bring big bodies on the field, right? The field shrinks. I'm worried about you running the football, particularly up the middle. But how about the offense? Does a nice job tossing the ball on the perimeter, going out there, getting some positive yards, trying to get 7. I ain't settling for that field.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to throw. And it's picked off at the goal line. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last position.
The receiver
Rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for him.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Floating away. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Bulldozes his way through. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
And what a play call. You can feel maybe a little bit of aggressiveness, this defensive line flying upfield. What do? Throw a screen right behind it, get it to your running back, let him do the rest, chew up some yardage, and make the big play for the offense.
The Commodores want to crank the tempo. He's looking for a man on second down. Trying to beat the D deep. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Six-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Give to the running back. Turns it on in midfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
And that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
Back to the line after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 37. The give to the back. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming, defense trying to rise up. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Fighting off the defender. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
Looking to go up top on first down. He caught it! And he will score! Touchdown, Purdue! On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now. He'll take the deep shot. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dial dialing up the second down pass play. He's not afraid to go deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Looking for more room. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Boilermakers! How about that D coming up with a play like that? Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Jacksonville State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Gamecocks have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to UAB. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, and now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds. As long as it passes the line of scrimmage, we go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. On fourth down, looking to pass. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. First down here for the offense. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. He makes a grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Purdue. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown.
Vanderbilt, 0.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant...
He'll take a shot. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver, because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. And the Commodores want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And it's a pick. No, he's out of bounds. Couldn't stay in bounds after catching the ball. It's simply an incomplete pass.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Looking to buy time. He fires it out to the right. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker.